Starting off at number 1, we have this mansion. This is the residence of Frank D. Larrabee. It was built in 1893 and demolished in 1963. It looks like a magician, a wizard, or a sorcerer lives in this house. I really enjoy this one. This house was built in the 1800s and was later demolished. I like how close it is from all sides. This mansion castle was built in 1902 and demolished in 1990. It's one of the more long-lasting ones. This was a very rare mansion. It was built sometime in the 1800s and later demolished. They used, I think, gold bricks to build it. This mansion was built in the 1800s and was also demolished. It looks golden. Some of these look like treasures. This mansion was also built around the 1800s and was also demolished. It looks like a fortress. You know, many of these houses, before they were built in the 18th and 19th century, a special person was hired to go to certain locations, and this person had some instruments. And using these instruments, he could detect natural gas in the ground. And when there was natural gas detected, then people would go there and build these houses and mansions and castles. And that's how they powered their homes. They used this naturally available gas, which is underground and is absolutely free for everybody, to power and heat their houses. And that's why so many of these houses were destroyed. Because they were built on top of natural reservoirs of natural gas. Over 2,000 of these houses and mansions were destroyed in the 20th century. Over 2,000. And almost all of them are either replaced by parking lots, or some type of university, or apartment complexes. The forces of darkness deliberately destroyed all of these mansions because they used natural gas underground to power these houses. And they built apartment complexes and charged people to pay for gas. The very same thing that is naturally free for everybody. So there is a worldwide architectural plot, and a financial plot, and an economic plot. All of these electric and gas bills that people are paying, they are paying for something that is free. It's all a lie. This was a famous mansion. It once served as a filming studio. According to legend, it had such a notorious draft that one person got sick. It was built in the 1800s and later demolished. This cute little home is the residence of John R. Leonberger. It was built in the 1800s and demolished in 1950. This one also looks like a fortress. This is a castle mansion that was built in the 1800s and later demolished. It looks almost like the Batman castle. Almost like the Bruce Wayne mansion. This is a castle mansion house that was built in the 1800s and later demolished. This building was built in the 1800s and still exists today. It survived. These three legendary houses are the legendary Vanderbilt houses that were built in the 1800s. All three of them were demolished. And this photo is the last surviving remnant of these three structures. Another famous house from the 1800s. According to legend, there was a party with 1,000 or more guests and even pigeons held at this house. The house was later demolished.